Hi, I'm Michael Angarano, and you can check out my new picture, The Brass Teapot, on iTunes right now.
The Brass Teapot. Watch it now on iTunes before it's in theaters April 5th.
Film The Brass Teapot. It's about a young married couple named John and Alice, and I play John and Juno Temple plays Alice.
We're letting people go, John. You're the first.
We have a lot of applicants, all of whom have 10 years experience.
Okay.
It's a couple who's very much in love, but they're kind of down and out on their luck, you know, as far as finances go. And they happen to stumble upon this magical brass teapot that brings this little spark into their lives. They realize that whenever they inflict pain upon each other around the teapot kind of spews out money.
Gives you money when you hurt yourself. Abracadabra. Wow. I guess that really does hurt.
So when you're pain, it pays. So if you pull out your tooth, it'll give you $30,000. If you get a Brazilian bikini wax, you get $10,000. And it's the story of how far this young couple is going to go to have all their dreams come true. So as the story unfolds, the teapot develops a tolerance to their pain, and so they have to up the ante.
Yeah, it's only 5s and 1s.
The teapot doesn't like pain like it used to.
I guess you could say that John is a bit of a hypochondriac. He becomes faint when he sees blood a little bit. It kind of is literally his worst nightmare to have a thing in your life that makes money based on how much pain you are in, essentially.
All these people throughout history have had this teapot, from Genghis Khan to Hitler, and we all know what they did with it. And the question is, will John and Alice be able to triumph? Will they be able to overcome the power of the teapot?
In the wrong hands, it could cause great harm.
John and I know our limits.
They all did.
Being the little hippie child that I am, I felt like I wanted to tell a story that had a message, you know, ultimately about consumerism and that we don't need to keep consuming more and more. And I think the story of John and Alice is really about that, is that idea of wanting this big house and all these things that you don't have, and then ultimately getting them and having to pay this enormous price for having them.
It's a kind of a dark fairy tale, but it's also a dark comedy, but it's a love story at the same time. And it's funny. And you're kind of tapping into something that everybody, no matter how old they are, can relate to.
Whatever it is that's going on, it's not worth it.
I'm saying we didn't warn you.
The Brass Teapot. Watch it now on iTunes before it's in theaters April 5th.